Hey there folks, today's video is going to be on the Spyderco Sharpmaker. Now the Sharpmaker, if you're not aware, is a system for knife sharpening, and I am by no means an expert in knives or knife sharpening, and that's one of the reasons why I bought the Sharpmaker, because it's reputed to be a system that is very simple and easy to use and takes a lot of the common error out of sharpening knives. And I've had it for a couple of months, and in my experience, that is true. I'm not a real handy guy around the house. I'm not Mr. Fixer-Upper by any means. But when I got the Sharpmaker, with a little practice, I was able to use it and be able to sharpen my knives with some caveats, and I'll explain those here in my overview. One thing you might be asking is, can the Spyderco Sharpmaker be used with other brands of knives? Absolutely. You can use any kind of knife on this by any maker, as well as scissors, tools. You can use the Sharpmaker to sharpen a whole host of things. As a matter of fact, it comes with a DVD where Sal, the owner of Spyderco, shows you many different applications for the Spyderco Sharpmaker. So it's not simply for pocket knives or kitchen knives, which it works great for, but you can use it with a host of other applications. Now the Spyderco Sharpmaker comes in a fairly compact package, and I really admire this, because the packaging engineer that kind of put this system together and to make it all fit together in such a small package really deserves some kudos. You just take the top off, and all the component pieces fit in the base unit here. The Spyderco Sharpmaker comes with the protective guide rods that, when installed, will help ensure you don't cut yourself while you're sharpening your knives. It comes with two sets of sharpening stones, the ceramic versions, and the other sharpening stones. I'm not 100% sure what they're made of, but they have a more aggressive grit to them. You're supposed to start with the darker sharpening stones and progress to the ceramic ones. So let me go ahead and put it together, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so I've got the Sharpmaker assembled. We have the protective rods in their slots, and I've got the sharpening stones, the darker stones that you are supposed to start with, in the 40-degree angle setting slots. There are slots to have them at a 40-degree angle. There's some slots for a 30-degree angle too. If you're not sure what angle is best for the particular knife or the blade that you're sharpening, go ahead and just take like a Sharpie black marker and just put a very small, thin black mark on the very edge of the blade. Go ahead and run a few strokes on the setting that you have. If the black marks are removed, then you know you can use it in the 40-degree setting. If, for example, you used it on the 30-degree setting and you saw that the black marks were still there, then you would know that 30 degrees is too acute of an angle, and that you're actually hitting the shoulders of the blade as opposed to the actual edge itself. So most of the knives that I've been using, because I have a lot of Benchmades, I've used the 40-degree setting. That tends to work best for particularly my Benchmades. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you how you use this. The beauty of this system is that you don't have to put a lot of thought into maintaining an accurate and consistent angle. If you will just hold your blade like you're normally going to come down and cut something, and just hold it against the edge of the stone, and simply just come down, pulling the blade forward as you go. That's all you have to do. What you want to use a lot of care in, particularly when you're using the first go-round, which is having these diamond-shaped sharpening stones with the tips pointing to each other. So in this instance I've got it like this with the tips pointing at each other. What you want to be very careful of is as you get down toward the bottom and closer to the tip, don't let that tip roll off along the side. That's very easy to do, particularly when you're using the tip of the triangle. What you really want to try to avoid that, because you will blunt the tip of the knife if you repeatedly come across the side with it. Now the video that comes along with the Sharpmaker, there's a DVD where Sal Glasser from Spyderco does a nice demonstration, shows a lot of different applications with the Sharpmaker. You can use it for knives, tools, scissors, a lot of different applications. Really great system. He goes through and he shows how you sharpen. He recommends that you use 20 strokes. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and so forth till you get to 20. I've been using 30 strokes. That works a little bit better for me. Your mileage may vary. Try it with 20. If you don't get the results that you're looking for, go 30. So yeah, let me show you. I've been kind of using a light stroke here to demonstrate, because it's not easy to do this while you're filming. But when I'm using this particular sharpening stone, I use a fairly firm amount of pressure. Again, using a lot of care, kind of slowing down when I get to the tip. Oops, see how easy that is? You really got to watch that. Okay, so I do my 30. Then I go ahead and flip to the flat side of the triangles. And then I go ahead and do another 30. See how easy that is? When you use a normal sharpening stone where you just have to try to hold the blade flat and try to maintain a consistent angle, or even a sharpening rod that a lot of kitchen knives come with, it's very difficult to maintain a consistent angle, and that's the whole key to sharpening the knife, is maintaining a consistent angle. And this system more or less really, I won't say forces you, but encourages you to use a very consistent angle, because it's a natural motion. It's fairly simple to self-correct and maintain that simple angle when you're using it. So the dark stone is the more abrasive of the two sets of stones that it comes with. Once you use that, you can move to the ceramic stones. And the ceramic stones are really meant to enhance a fairly sharp or good edge on a knife. Once you've got a really good sharp edge, you probably will only need to use the ceramic stones to maintain that edge. But you'll use the same process. You know, your 20 to 30 strokes on one side, flip it sideways to the flat side, and repeat the process. Very simple. Notice that the rods do protect my hand. If I slip off, it's very difficult, not impossible, but very difficult to cut yourself with the system. Very nice design here. Once you've used this, I would say probably 4 or 5 times, you'll develop the muscle memory to be able to do it very consistently and very easily. It normally only takes me about 5 minutes to sharpen a knife, even if I have to use both stones. You just go through the steps. You'll get to where you'll be able to do it in your sleep, no problem. Now, there are some caveats using this system. If you read about it online in any of the knife discussion forums out there, you will think that this is God's gift to sharpening, and that you can take an absolutely dull knife and turn it into a razor sharp one within about 5 or 10 minutes, and that is not the case. The DVD is kind of guilty of that too. Sal makes it sound as though you can just bang out any dull knife and make it sharp on this system. And in my opinion, the system should be called the Sharp Maintainer and not the Sharpmaker, because as it comes, you can't really take a pretty dull knife and make it sharp unless you're wanting to spend an ungodly amount of time with these dark stones, probably hundreds and hundreds of strokes trying to get a dull knife sharp. If you're starting with a fairly decent sharp knife, you can use this system as it is. When I got it, I unwrapped it, set it up, grabbed my Gerber knife here, which I was really excited to try on because I've had this knife for 20 years and never once sharpened it, and it was darn dull. I went through dark stones, twist, did the same thing, went through the ceramic stones, and all excited, I very carefully examined the edge, expecting it to slice my hand open. It was so sharp, and much to my chagrin, it was very dull. It was not much improved. And I kept trying again. I thought I must have done something wrong. This wasn't this wasn't at all the experience that the DVD showed or what I'd read about. And I was initially very frustrated, thinking, "Oh, I'm more of an idiot than the idiot-proof system can correct for." And it really wasn't me. It wasn't the system. It's just that these sharpening stones really aren't meant to reprofile a knife blade that has gone very dull. What you need in that situation are the accessory diamond-covered stones, which do not come with the Sharpmaker system. You have to order these separately, and they're darned expensive because they are coated in diamond dust. And you use these just like you would the other stones. They're triangular, but you just want to use a lot more care and a lot less force when you sharpen your knife with the diamond-coated sharpening stones. You don't want to remove the diamond dust from the bar, so you use considerably less force with these. Just let the stone do the work, and if you start with these and then move to the dark stones and then the ceramic stones, you'll have a much better experience. You might actually have to go a couple rounds with the diamond sharpening stones. Once I got the diamond sharpening stones in and I ran my Gerber through it, went through the whole process again, much better experience. I was very happy. Now I have gotten all my knives extremely sharp. Still learning every day. Again, I'm not an expert, but I really do like this system, and it's very inexpensive. You can pick these up for between $40 and $50 online. And again, because of the simplicity of the system, it really encourages you to maintain that consistent blade angle, which is the key to sharpening a knife. So I highly recommend you give it a try, even if you've never sharpened a knife or have tried in the past and have not had success. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Lots more gear reviews coming. Knives, guns, watches, flashlights, all kinds of stuff that interests me. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you in the next video.